We started our project here at Basin with a food drive. Employees brought in their food for the last 2 weeks, and this is the fruits of what they collected right here.
I saw this activity going. It's like, hey, I got to be a part of that. And this is all part of the Basin culture. I mean, giving back. I mean, we're blessed to be a blessing, and that's part of this culture, and I just want to be a part of that.
Moses has been part of the backpack program for quite a few years, and 1 week we get deliveries from Community Action, and then every other week we get deliveries from the United Way. Every single week the kids get these backpacks with food to kind of get them through the weekend. And they may forget their schoolwork or anything, but they will not forget their food bags. There is a shortage of food for many of our families over long weekends, and so it's pretty vital for our kids to be able to have this little bit of extra food to take home. It's hard for people to believe that that's really going on in our community, but we see it on a regular basis.
The North Dakota Heritage Center is a place for people to come and to see what North Dakota is about, both in the past and in what's now and what it'll be like in the future. The Governor's Gallery is a gallery that changes every 6 months to a year and a half type thing. I told that story of rural electricity and how it came to, not really just North Dakota, it's all across the U.S. and how that came to be, and how farmers stepped forward and said, we can do this, and they brought electricity to their farms. And it was well received here at the Heritage Center. Visitors liked it, very much so. And now we've used different components of that, and they've gone to different places. Basin and the Touchstone gift was really the first major gift we got. I mean, that kind of set the tone for some of the other gifts, and it was very valuable to us. I mean, it was a great marketing thing to go into the legislature and say, not only is there somebody major that's behind it, but there are people from our own community that want this here.
Today we have a couple that's around 80 years old and need a little bit of help so they can stay in their home. One of the bigger projects going on behind me is the work on the deck. There's some rotting boards. We're helping those to be replaced so it can be safe for the folks and they can enjoy the nice summer evenings.
I love being able to volunteer and give back, and I really like the thought of helping out an elderly family. And I like to use power tools, and I don't get to do that every day, so thought I would help out. I wish that we would have known about this program when my grandma was still around, because it would have really benefited her, so this kind of puts the personal touch on that, just being able to help someone else's grandparents out by doing this.
Basin's a big supporter of community involvement, and they've always been supportive of letting folks go out and help when they want to be involved in the community, whether it's a United Way Day of Caring or Rebuilding Together or many different things like that.
That's just the cooperative way. Basin Electric really cares about the community and giving back and helping out as many people as they can.
You know, I wanted to do a celebrity. Like if you see in the big cities, you see pictures of celebrities, like Minneapolis has Bob Dylan and Prince, you know, some really big murals downtown. And I thought, well, who would be a celebrity from North Dakota? You know, and I remember a story about Sitting Bull sitting down on the depot steps signing autographs. I'm like, well, there's your original celebrity, you know. And so that's why I decided on Sitting Bull. I used the colors of a sunset in North Dakota as my color scheme for the values on his face. So that made it a little bit more abstract. It's kind of a departure from what I'm usually doing, but you know, it was kind of a stretch and I got out of my comfort zone, but it was a lot of fun. I used the cement blocks as a grid. So I gridded the whole thing out, did a line drawing first with pencil, you know, 2 to scale using the cement blocks as a guide, so each block was at half of the square. So I had to make a cheat sheet to make sure I didn't get lost. There's always somebody back here, and just, you know, they have people walking through here and looking at the artwork, and to have something like a destination, if you will, downtown for people to come and just check out. And if you're, you know, donating money towards the arts or creativity, or, you know, just a project in general, you know, to have your name on that or associated with that is a great thing. People remember that, they really do.
The bees are flying during the day, so when it's warm out, you know, later in the evening, like this evening got cool, the bees come back early, so I could have them out here before it's pitch black. This area right here actually is probably one of the best areas, I think, in the nation to raise bees. So anywhere within like I would say a 30-mile radius of the Glen Harold mine here is awesome bee country. You have long daylight hours compared to the south. You get probably 2 more hours of fly time up here because the sun stays up for so long. And I would say just the alfalfa, clover, the pastures, farmers plant sunflowers, canola. So just a healthy place to raise bees, and you can make good honey up here as well. If you mine something, or if like the road workers are working on the side of the road, clover comes back, alfalfa comes back, wildflowers come back. So I guess I shouldn't say untouched ground, but reclaimed ground. You know, just look at the country, there's yellow clover and alfalfa blooming everywhere out here. So now, like, I'll go back all night and move bees till 4 in the morning until the sun comes up again, because the bees come home at night.
Our current facility is about 45 years old and was constructed at a time when healthcare was delivered in a different way. And in this new facility, we'll be able to offer healthcare services in a more patient-friendly centered environment and more in an outpatient-focused environment as well.
One of the 7 cooperative principles is commitment to community, and our board of directors is very committed to that. So without the hospital here in town, I think, you know, there'd be a lot of young families that work at the plants or work for us that wouldn't be moving here. They want a state-of-the-art facility in the area.
Cooperatives are so community-driven, member-driven, and having the support of organizations such as Basin Electric is extremely important, because it shows to our hospital the commitment that Basin Electric has, but I also think it shows the commitment to the members of the cooperative, that they care about those members in the rural areas, that they are taken care of from a healthcare perspective.
You do get thank yous on the street for helping with this project or other projects in the community. So, like I said, the people are very grateful for what we do.
Thank you for helping future generations to be able to receive health care here in the Beulah-Hazen area.